I understand that our correspondent in Borno State, Blessing Tunoh, is on the line from Maiduguri. Hello, Blessing.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Well, what's the situation like in, well, the northeast and specifically Maiduguri?
Well, thank you. In Maiduguri, as at yesterday, almost all the local governments had voted, except for three that had issues on Saturday, logistics and all that. We had 9 polling units that had their elections yesterday, 3 in Hau, Jerry, and MNC. And then at the collation center, 16 local governments were able to submit the results of the elections. So right now, we're waiting for 13 other local governments.
Okay, what's the security situation like? I mean, you are there in the northeast, which has been the theater of war in recent times. Yes, the Nigerian army has done a good job of flushing out the insurgents, but then what's the security situation like, both in physical terms and, of course, the general atmosphere?
Well, the general atmosphere is normal. Of course, we have security patrol here and there. But as at yesterday, people were going about their normal business as though nothing happened on Saturday. And even the collation, who were there till almost 7 because there's still curfew in town. So that was why they had to adjourn the collation till today. But there's really nothing going on here. The security is okay, and everyone is just going about his normal business. There's no tension or fear of any attack and all that.
Well, there was another issue we were discussing here, an issue that's very often overlooked, but then is a major issue nonetheless. Did you observe where you monitored or where you covered any incidents of underage voting?
Well, we can't rule that out, but you cannot prove whether someone is underage or not. We had a lot of people that actually appears to be under 18, but you cannot prove, and especially the women. Some of them already have kids, and even though they look young, but there's no proof that they're actually underage, and so none of them had issues. All the people on queue, they were able to vote, and nobody challenged their age.
Are there any cases where the person looks younger than the stipulated age? That it's an obvious case. You're talking about a case where there may be controversy as to how old this person looks, but in a clear-cut case where it's obvious to you that this person is
below 18,
is below the age, is a teenager, below 18.
No. We didn't have such kind of cases.
No clear-cut cases that this is a child that was brought.
No.
Okay. Actually, that's what we're looking at. And from all indications, from what you can see around you, when do you expect that all the results will be coming in as far as Borno State is concerned? A very broad geographical area, but then when would you expect that all the results would come in? I mean, just estimate.
Well, the Resident Electoral Commissioner actually said by 9 a.m. Today that he expects the results from the 11 other local governments to come in. But then local governments like Hau, they've got terrain issues. Before now, the normal distance to the state capital was 200 kilometers. But now, for obvious reasons, they'll have to go through Gombe State and that route before they get to the state capital through Yobe and all that. So it will actually take longer than we expect. But hopefully by dawn, all the results will be ready.
Well, Blessing would also like to know the challenges or the issues raised, especially talking about inadequacies and irregularities observed. How have they been dealt with where you are?
Well, I think the major issue we had was in one of the local governments, Uzamala. We have about 72 polling units there, and none of the card readers work in that local government. In all the 72 polling units, all the card readers failed, and so they had to resort to manual accreditation. And Wazamala was one of the first local governments to bring their results yesterday. So they didn't, the INEC officials there didn't waste any time. When it was obvious that the card readers were not going to work, they just quickly resorted to the manual accreditation. And that was how they got around that issue.
Well, Blessing, at this point we'll have to let you go, but most definitely, since you're still keeping an eye on things, at some point during the day we will be getting back to you.
Okay.